Okay, here's a look at the emini S&P for Monday, July the 25th, 2011. What we're looking at here and what we like to do at emini Day Trader is examine the market profiles. This is the profile from today. This is the profile from yesterday. So the one in the middle is what occurred overnight. So we like to take a look at these because it can give us a really good idea as to what we think the condition of the market is, as well as where some really good support and resistance might lie. So when we're taking a look here, we had seen that our next level down of potential support, because we had been in a good up move, was down around the 28 area, which is right here. So this was the next support lower because we closed up here on Friday. The 34 was still an area of potential support, and it held on Friday. This is Friday's regular trading session right here. Obviously, it gapped down below that when the market opened here overnight, took even a dip all the way down to about 22, and then started to move higher. Opened here in the regular trading hours right near our 28 support level, and then was bought up during the day, but did have a late sell-off that was somewhat disheartening for the bulls. So we really have a market here that's, I think, in transition, i.e. consolidation as well, and the reason for that might be because of this the talks in the government about the debt ceiling and all that kind of stuff. So um, President Obama will be speaking here shortly, and about 3 hours from now when I'm actually making this video, and that obviously could have a fairly large impact on what the market will do overnight and certainly tomorrow. So we'll just have to monitor that, but we are looking at support right in around where the market came down to today late in the session, which is in around the 33 area. So there is some potential support right around in here, and the next one, of course, would be down here at 28. Next one probably not down here until around 20. So we also like to use the market profiles from the regular trading hours only, and you can see about 2.5 weeks worth here. This is we had the gap opening lower and the drive lower last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and ended there. That was last week. So a bit of a pullback here would certainly not be unusual for the market to perhaps pull back into this area before it starts to rally up higher. So, we're just going to have to monitor that. And the problem with trading right now is that, there's this hidden risk of news. And, anytime a rumor starts or something on this debt ceiling, the market does something, and sometimes it can be kind of strange, but and very acute. Our first trade here was a long trade. We just missed it by a tick, unfortunately, right here. So it's a little too tight in there, I suppose, for that entry. We had another long trade right here that was filled here. It did reach our first objective, but we ended up with a small loss of 3 ticks on that trade. As far as the short trades were concerned, we had one here and one here. The short trade here was taken, ended up by being a net break-even trade after about 10 minutes or so. The last trade that we had over here, the short trade, you can see our dashed arrow, I'm sorry, the dashed red line, hit our price right on the tick there, which would have been a really nice short trade, which we would have taken because of the 37 resistance and intraday down. So we would have taken that, but just and this was too late. It did come back here a little bit later, which did give a really nice fill, and it dropped almost immediately. So not a lot of action for us today, and obviously a fairly quiet day. Quiet in the sense that the day's range, I think, was around 14 points or so, which actually, come to think of it, isn't too bad. That's about average for now. But it had that big move early in the day, and if you didn't catch that, then most of the day was had that little move up and down, and that was really it. So pretty quiet. I think there's a lot of apprehension about the political things going on, not only in the U.S. but abroad, and so it's just it's going to be the headline risk, I think, is still in the market and likely will be here for, I mean, it's always there, just seems to be more there right now. So anyway, just be careful of that. Tomorrow we actually have some interesting news to be released. The Case-Shiller and the consumer confidence at 9 and then 10. So they could certainly move the market. So anyway, that'll be it for today. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you again tomorrow.